Welcome back, my dear YouTubers, to Nazareto's channel. In this episode, I'm going to be replacing front brakes and the rear brakes on my 5th generation RAV4. This is 2019, and it's time to do this because at 57,000 my brakes are very low, and I will show you how to do this step by step. But I got these Bosch front and the rear brake pads as well, and also I ordered these Rock Auto. Let's see what we have here. I like the way these brakes are. Comes with the hardware. Make sure to install the hardware. These are brakes, ceramic brakes. They look good. Comes with a little towel. So we're gonna be replacing these. And let me show you how the rear brakes look like. Also comes with the hardware, but they're tinier, small. You see, there's a back plate here. Okay, nice. Let's get to it then. So I'm using my XLS 3000 professional floor jack, and then stands. Make sure the car is secured. So the car is sitting nice and solid. Good. Now we're going to take the wheel off. All right, let's remove the bolts. Now we can remove the wheel. Now if it's hard to remove it, make sure you kick it. There you go. Let's look at our brakes. First, feel the rotor. There's no gouges in the rotor. It's smooth. I don't feel any pulsation. I'm not going to replace this, but the brakes are very, very thin, so we're going to remove them. First step, turn the wheel to the right. We have this bolt here and this bolt here. They need size 14 socket. And there you go. It's loose. Same thing with this one. Remove these bolts. This one is out. So if you're doing your brake pads only, you only need to remove this caliper, these two bolts. See, they're the same bolts. They're the same bolts. So now this is removed, and you see it's moving already. So what we're gonna do, just remove that. And if you have a hard time removing this, take a flathead screwdriver and just push the piston back. See? So now you can remove it nice and easy. Hang it on the side. That's it. And these are brakes. See how thin they are? I'm gonna take this one out. It's very thin. I'm gonna replace that. And you see there's a hardware here. We're gonna put new hardware. So these Bosch came with all the hardware and everything. I just want to show you, make sure you install it. See how it fits? See, it fits perfectly. And now we're gonna just install all the new hardware, lubricate it, install it back. So this is our front one, and this is our original one, and this is a Bosch. It looks perfect, identical. We have this hardware here. All we gotta get new piece like this from the hardware kit that was supplied. So all you gotta do, just push it in. See, like this, and it has to clip in on this little notch. So I just gotta push it in. As you see, same as here, and same as here. Perfect. Let's take the inner pad out. That's how it looks. This is our inner pad. Very thin. It wasn't grinding the rotor yet, but it was squealing a little bit. So we're gonna find the new one from the box. See, these were an original Toyota. They lasted 57,000 miles, and I was kind of hard on the brakes, so I have nothing left, almost nothing left. So anyway, let's get our new pad and install the same hardware here. You see this metal piece, it has like a little hole, it clips into place. And this is our inner pad. Also, I removed this hardware because we have a new hardware that comes with it. This one's out. And same thing with this piece. Same thing on the other side. Remove it. And on the top. We have all this new hardware here. We're gonna install the new hardware. We need 4 pieces. 2, 3, 4 new pieces. It's a good idea to clean this if you have some rust. There's not much rust. Just like this. Now if you're not doing rotors, you don't have to take this bracket out. You can just do this. Same thing on the other side. Before you install this hardware, I like to put a little dab of caliper grease. And let's go install it. So you take this metal piece, just push it in like this, and this part has to be facing this way, and the top one goes like this, and there you go. This is how it's supposed to be. This part right here sitting like this, little tab sitting like this, and this one sitting out like this. So let's do the inner. Now for the inside here, we take this piece, do exactly the same way. And there you go, it's sitting in place like this. And let's do the top. This is our top one. See? Sitting like this. Nice and easy. Now let's take this bolt out. See, these are sliding ones. Make sure you take it out. Nice and easy. We're gonna lubricate this one. Lubricate this bolt and let's put it back in. I'm using caliper grease. I've been using like this. Same thing on the bottom. I'm gonna take that one out. Just don't break this boot. Let's lubricate it. See, this bottom bolt has this plastic or rubber piece. That's your bottom one. You see, lubricate it. This is the bottom one. Push it back in. Turn it a little bit. And there you go. That's all you need. Before you do any pads installation, we have to push this piston back. As you see, I have this tool and I put an old brake pad in place, and we're just going to turn it clockwise and it's going to push the piston in. So I'm just going to turn this handle. As you see here, it's getting pushed back, but don't damage this rubber seal here. So just keep turning clockwise. As you see, piston is pushed back, and now we can install our pads. Before anything, I like to put this caliper grease on the outside and just a little bit on the top. And now let's install this pad just like this. It pushes in like this. So this is our outer pad, it's installed. Let's do the same thing on the inside. This is our inside pad. I lubricated this. This metal piece is installed here on the top, just like on the old one. And let's go put it back. Make sure you don't put any grease on the brake pad itself. So let's just do this. And there you go. It's installed. It's sitting nicely. See? Sometimes you gotta like twist it at the angle and just push it in. And that's how it looks. New brakes. Now we're just gonna swing this caliper over. Take this caliper, swing it over. And there you go. All we need is just to put this bolts back and tighten them up. And we're done with this side. Start with the top bolt. Just do it by hand now. Okay, so now we have to secure these bolts. If you want, you can do it by hand or torque 25 foot-pound. I have my torque wrench. I set it 25 foot-pound, and we're just gonna torque these bolts. "25 foot-pound torque this. If you don't have a torque wrench, just go by hand, tight, but don't over tighten these. Now once you torque these bolts, make sure they're tight. This pin is lubricated. This one's lubricated. Everything looks good. We can install the wheel. Install it. Everything looks good. Now on my Milwaukee tool, I set it to number 2. And we're just gonna Now I have my torque wrench set to 76 foot-pound. I think it's like 76 to 80 foot-pound. You just torque it until you hear a click. Click. Move through all the bolts. That's it. One more. Click, and then one left. We're done. So this is how you replace front brakes, and we're going to move to the rear. This is a little bit different process, but it's also very easy. So the front brakes are done on both sides. Our new brake pads, everything nice. With the new hardware, everything's good. Now we have to move to the rear. Now this vehicle has electronic parking brake, and we need to deactivate it and put it in a service mode so we can compress the piston back. And I'll show you how to do this without any special tools. So these rear brakes, they have electronic parking brake. There's like a motor right there. See the connector? We have to disengage that in order to service the rear brakes. So first thing you gotta do, put the car in the accessory position. Hit it once, twice, just like this. And then push this down. There you go. Now turn it off. And now push it again. 1, 2. See all the lights flashing. Hold the foot on the brake and do this. Pull it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And push it down. 1, 2, 3. And hold it. And you hear that sound? Their brakes are retracting. Keep holding it until it stops. Keep holding it. here, and over here you're gonna see park flashing, see? And this light is blinking here. So that means your brakes are in a service mode, the rear brakes. See, it's flashing like this, that's good. And this is gonna be flashing. If you don't have a push start, just turn the car in the accessory position. All right, so now this is flashing. We can go back to the rear and replace the brakes. I'm gonna lift the car with my huge 3-ton jack. Just kick the wheel. And there you go. First thing you gotta do, you have to disconnect this, guys, this connector. Just press on this and pull it out, just like this. Put it to the side. You don't need any special wiring to retract the motor. Everything is retract. Now we just got these bolts, same like we did on the front, 14 size, 14 size. Take your 14 size, 14 millimeter. There. Now for this one, I have to insert this open wrench 9/11. See, yeah, this is 9/11. Fits perfectly here. And I put a ratchet on the other side and start unscrewing this bolt. Same thing on the top. Insert this open wrench on the top, 9/11. And we're gonna go down, hold this, because this is spinning right now. So hold this and with the other hand just push down to unscrew this bolt. Now we're just gonna swing this caliper up. You see it's already moving. You just get it out of the way. And here are rear brakes. They're very thin. See how thin they are? They still have like 10% maybe. They're not terrible, but I might as well replace them with the new ones. These are original ones. 57,000 miles. Not too bad. Okay, let's get this replaced. That's the packaging for the new brakes for the rear. Comes with all the hardware. This is nice. We're gonna replace it all. These are the brakes, identical. Everything is exactly the same. Well, I just installed this hardware on the top. This little piece, just like that. Goes like that. See? And one side is ready. Remove the inner pad. As you see, it's still nice and thick. I'm still gonna do this no matter what. I already got it out, so let's replace it. Now you see on this old brake pad, we had this extra plate like this. So it was like sitting like this. So it's like a double plate. I might as well reuse it because the new one just has this one. I'm gonna reuse it, might as well. Remove this hardware. Just take a screwdriver, it's easier. This one. I also do some cleaning of this part right here. Get your brush. Just the same thing we did on the front. Do it on the top and on the back. Now let's install this hardware like this. See, it pushes in. This metal piece goes like outward. Same thing we're going to do on the top. See? Push it in, and all these pieces. This one looking like this. This metal piece putting like on this side. Same thing on that one. And on the top, same way. Good. Now since the brakes are disconnected and they are in the service mode, now we can push them in. So just turn this thing and push the piston back. You see it's pushing back? Nice and easy. It's supposed to push it all the way to the end, because it's in the service mode. Alright, I think this is good. Now I take our outer brake, the outer pad, and I'm just gonna slide it in here. Okay, so slide it in. As you see here, it's nicely in place. I'm just gonna clean some of this stuff. And same thing on the back. Sometimes you just have to twist it a little bit and it goes in, nice and easy. So the brake pad's installed. Now I just need to swing this caliper bracket and we're gonna secure it. Let's lubricate these bolts first. Once you lubricate this bolt, push it in. I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom one. These need to be moving freely. Well, now we just take the caliper and just install it like this. Put the top bolt in. Once this bolt is threaded, this one is threaded, just go by hand, tighten it up, because we're going to torque it to 25 foot-pound. You see, this is my setup, and then just secure this. You got the point. So with this one you're holding, and with this one you're screwing in. Now this bolt is torqued, this one on the bottom is torqued, everything looks good. Take a connector, click it, and we're done with this side. Just double check we got the hardware properly installed on the top, on the bottom. Same thing on the inside. Now this bolt was torqued, so same as this one, and this one is plugged in, and we're good to move to the other side. First install the tire and go back to the other side. Click all of the bolts. They're all torqued. So now when we install the brakes, the rear brakes, we want to reactivate this emergency parking brake because it's in the service mode. Hit this button twice to the accessory, or turn your key to the accessory. As you see, it's still flashing park, and this one is still flashing. Put your foot on the brake and hold it, and you're gonna hear the brake rewind. The rear, hear it? That's it. And now to activate the brake, pull it once, and that's it. Start the car. Now let's put it in the rear. And now when you put it in park, the brake is activated, the parking brake. So as you see, it's not that hard to do this rear parking brakes yourself. You can do it yourself without any special tools, as long as you deactivate it the way I show you, put it in the service mode. The front was straightforward, very easy, and the rear, don't panic, don't worry, you don't need any wires, just do it what I did, and you can replace these brakes yourself, put them in the service mode. So what else I can add? Let me show you the brakes that I got. This is not an advertising campaign for this product. I bought them on Rock Auto, but I bought Bosch. There's a number here. Here's a part number, BE1879H. This is the rear brakes, BE1879H. And for the front brakes, the model number is right here, BE2076H. Hardware included. This says for the front. Everything was included. They even include this pouch of grease, synthetic grease, and all the hardware. So you have everything. And Rock Auto delivered in this little box with a little sticker magnet. 2-day delivery. I got everything for $56, front and back. Thank you for watching Nazareto's channel. Don't forget to hit that button, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully this one was helpful for you.